Hello, Everpony, Peppermint here. I'm here at Anime Festival Wichita 2015 with Rachel.
Hi guys.
So Rachel, I have to ask. Okay, let's see if we can try. There we go. I know this is literally my first time interviewing anyone. Now, what's the pony project you've been working on that I just heard about? Mystery Mares.
Midnight Mares.
Midnight Mares.
Go find it on Facebook. It's also got a Kickstarter and it's got its own website.
Okay. Can you tell us a little about it? Like, kind of what the storyline is? A little bit.
Okay, the creator is so much better at giving this than I am, but it's kind of about a character named Nightfall Nod who lives in kind of like, it's like day and night, and so during the day, the ponies are one kind of personality, and over the night, they are like their alter egos, and it deals with more teenager themes like death and identity crises.
Attention folks, I have a Doctor Who panel starting in just a few minutes at 8 o'clock. Anyone interested?
There's also a Doctor Who panel.
There's Doctor Who. Okay. So yeah, and I know I talk about all about ponies and everything. And do you ever watch the show before, like an episode?
I actually haven't had much time. I really want to get into it because when I was a kid, I watched the 90s version, and I really want to get into the new kind. And I've only had time to watch little clips and snippets, but I haven't had time to actually sit down and watch all the episodes. But I really want to
because it's a lot of fun. Because the newer version, it makes a little bit. I mean, I remember growing up with the original one and stuff, and I think I had an original Pinkie Pie, which it was super fat and everything. The fat plastic one, my mom probably sold it by now in a garage sale. But if you got the chance to meet one of the voice actors who are doing the show now, who would you like to meet? We got Tara Strawn, Tabitha, and Andrea Libman, and so forth. She does Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy and all that.
I mean, they're all really good voice actresses, clearly, because they're on the show. I would probably love to sit down and have a conversation with Tara Strong.
Ooh. Yep, she's the most famous one because she's always done other voices like Bubbles and so forth in other productions and everything. And literally, it is my first time, but I really appreciate that I got to interview, and it's kind of interesting when you go to an anime convention, like, there's no mention about ponies, but then you see the fan art everywhere and stuff, like, holy crap, there is ponies everywhere and stuff. So, coming from Oklahoma and everything, this is what was one of your favorite childhood shows besides ponies you grew up with?
It's an anime. It's Sailor Moon, and I idolized Sailor Moon. I watched every single thing I could about it.
Yep.
And there is still the Doctor Who panel.
There is still the Doctor Who panel and everything. It's funny. Maybe you should get into voice acting and everything. And I remember watching Sailor Moon because I always had the biggest crush on Tuxedo Mask.
Ah, okay.
Every day would just, and of course, when I was in elementary school, I remember Dragon Ball Z and stuff. And my third grade teacher let us watch it. She had no idea what we were watching. She just turned on the TV like, whatever, just watch. And it was like the most violent show ever and everything. So it was like, I love this teacher. This teacher was my world and stuff. But okay, so my last question is, who was an inspiration to you to get into voice acting in the first place and stuff? And it can be anyone from TV, movie, and I mean just literally anyone. Anyone, basically.
When I first started out, all the actresses from Sailor Moon, clearly because it was one of my favorite shows, were a huge inspiration. I'd say Veronica Taylor has been a really big one, and actor-wise, I love everything Richard Horvitz does. So,
yes. So thank you so much for your time and everything. I really appreciate it and stuff. And and believe me, folks, I am not a famous YouTuber yet. I am not, and everything. I feel like Peter Pixie right now, or something. Because this is your first time meeting Peter, correct?
Yeah.
So he's a wonderful host, and the first time I met him was at the first anime festival, Wichita, which he wore a very shiny suit. I mean, the guy looked like a disco ball that just came out of nowhere or something. So I really appreciate it and stuff, and hopefully, so yeah, check me out on Facebook. I'm just Peppermint Presents and stuff. And if I ever get into voice acting, I think my inspiration is I want to do voices for cartoons, especially for children and stuff. And that's what I was so inspired. And the one project I'm going to be doing is Puff the Magic Dragon. If you've ever heard of that one before, it's okay, you've heard of it. But yeah, I'm not going to ask your age or anything like that. It's like, okay. But it only had three movies, and I want to do it in the honor of Burgess Meredith because he was the original voice of Puff for those cartoons, and of course those who do not know him, he was the original Penguin in the 1970s, the Batman with Adam West and everything, and Burt Ward, and I actually got to meet Lee Merriweather, who was the original Catwoman, but only for the movies and stuff. There were like 6 lives of Catwoman in the show, but she was also Lily Munster of the Munsters and so forth. So thank you so much. And
thank you for having me.
Yes, and so see, one last thought. What would you like to say to those who want to be inspired by voice acting?
If you want to go into voice acting, I would say just don't give up. Start looking for free auditions, and best of luck.
Yes.
I'm rooting for you. Feel free to message me if you need any help.
Yes, check her out. She is everywhere on the internet, basically. So everything. So this is Peppermint saying, have a good day.